And we apologize for the technical difficulties. The entire feed just froze on us. The match continued, and nobody could see anything. I couldn't see through the monitor. Apparently, this building is terrible. I can say that Blanco Guerrero and Ultimo Azteca able to win that match, as Grime was running in for that step up in Zaguri. And Blanco picked the ankle, rolled him up for the 1-2-3. Desperation win for Sin Limite. And we move on to our next match. This, a match in the ultra-violent division. No holds barred. Insanity versus Bake. Bake has been having issues with Project Mayhem, not just here in HCW, but also in Supernova Pro and Blitz. It seems like no matter where Bake goes, Project Mayhem follows, which led him to go straight to the source. As Insanity makes his way down to the ring. You know, when Project Mayhem is around, I really worry for the fans' safety. I feel like they're just one bad day away from sabooing about 8 fans. Right now, I worry for the safety of both of these men. Insanity is no joke. Bake has been pissed off. Bake has not been able to pick up many victories this season. Although, on Blitz, last week he was able to win a Battle Royal. Hoping that will be enough to get him back to his winning ways, as he looks to take out his aggressions on Insanity. Of course, right now, Project Mayhem absolutely taking over the entire triad. Supernova says Bake to catch the L. There's a very strong possibility of that, as he walks right into that throat thrust. Yeah, I said it. Insanity going to stay on him. Sending out big clubbing blows to the spine. Now shoving Bake down, running in for the elbow. Bake able to slide out of the way, but I don't know if it was on his own volition. It looks like his back was in pain. Insanity snaps off a European uppercut, looking to follow it with a vertical suplex, and does. Insanity off the ropes. Elbow drop to the chest. Goes for the boot. Bake not having it. Snaps off a dragon screw. Kick to the chest of his own. Bake has just not been the same this season. Goes for the fat guy super kick twice. First time Insanity ducks. Second time holds on to the ropes. Insanity knows what that boot can do, as he gets catapulted back into the center of the ring. Bake looking to stay on him. There's the DDT. Bake walks in. Insanity going for that double choke slam. Bake just rubbing the wrist tape into the eyes. Turns him around. Big German suplex. Insanity pulls himself up, using those ropes to stand up. And a Gamagiri from Insanity. That man is legitimately insane. Runs in for the belly-to-belly. Bake stops it, sweeps out that back leg. Bake now with the big man on his shoulders. Drops him down. Throat first on the top rope. But Insanity, very smart, kicks out the left knee, the surgically repaired knee. Hits that overhead belly-to-belly. Bake forced to roll out. Insanity wants to play to the crowd. Gonna regret that as he gets his legs taken out from under him. Eats the top turnbuckle. Bake going for a belly-to-belly of his own, but instead eats a hip toss. These two know each other very well. This will not be the first time these two have met. Insanity's throwing out those big chops. But Bake right back to his feet, but into the clutches of Insanity. Suplex just tossing Bake like he's not 265 pounds. Insanity sends him in the corner. And that is not a place you want to be. Insanity sends him off. Big pounce turns Bake inside out. Looking to continue to apply the pressure. Boot goes low. Insanity plea into the cover. And Bake pops the shoulder at 2. Insanity beside himself here. Now bridging back with that dragon sleeper. Looking to make Bake tap here instead. Snapmare gets him back to his feet, but every time Bake gets up, he walks into the clutches of Insanity and gets put down right where he was. Now Insanity trying to grab onto the trapezius muscle. Bake fights his way back up. Right hand to the gut, one to the mush. Insanity sent into the corner. Bake with a violence party, just throwing out those strikes. Shoots the half, forearm right to the face, Insanity down. Bake was throwing those right hands, something brutal, but Insanity also kicking out at 2. Rising knee from Insanity, looking to get things back on his side. Another quick pin, this time Bake kicking out at 1. And Insanity going right back to the Dragon Sleeper, this time a better grip. Not using the arm with the brace. You see he's switching it up, doing anything he can, but again, Bake snaps his way out of it. Both men go for a boot. Insanity connects first. Thinking pile driver. Bake gets out of it, back body drop, thankfully. Big clubbing blow to the spine. Insanity pulled back to his feet. Steel City Lariat. Has him up, spinning Baker bomb, dead center. Insanity out at 2.5. No, there's no answer to crazy. You can't figure him out. Although Bake looking to try here, forearm to the back of the neck. Man, get out of here. We see it again from a different angle and one more time. Bake shoots the half, back press, hooks the leg. And Bake picking up a much needed victory here on Mayhem. Insanity brought the fight as you see the pounce that almost would have threw Bake out of the ring and an Insanity plea. Bake would fight back. Steel City Lariat, that spinning Baker bomb. And the moment Insanity kicked out of that combination, he would eat the man get out of here. Bake using pure emotion here tonight. Something tells me we have not seen the last of these two. You see Bake wobbled, barely can stand after the beating. But all that matters is the 1, 2, 3. as Bake stands tall here on Mayhem. And we move on from singles action in the ultra-violent division to tag team action. This being the last match in the Tag Team Invitational. Winner will face the underappreciated At Uprising triple threat. Dynasty Club as a whole has been on a roll here in Season 3. But more importantly, Stocks and Bonds have been undefeated. No, I take that back. They have lost one tag match here in Season 3. And they have been just dominating this Tag Team Invitational's top bracket the same way the Fallen have dominated the bottom bracket. Who will move on to Uprising? Will it be Stocks and Bonds? Or will the tag team division continue to rise with the Fallen? So you see, Fallen are looking like they're going to come out by themselves. Of course, Stocks and Bonds will be flanked by JS Paycheck, looking to bring some gold into the Dynasty Club. It's Stocks and Bonds versus the Fallen next on Mayhem. Oh yes, we are keeping the tag team wrestling. Johnny Stock on your left, Blake Bond on your right, JS Paycheck flanking behind. Discovered by Trustin Banks, as Banks realized the talent that these two men had and what they could do for him realistically. Banks would start the Dynasty Club. Stocks and Bonds in. He would bring in Kevin Ferguson, who has also been on a tear here in Season 3. And something tells me once Banks comes back from that knee injury that we are expecting big things from the Dynasty Club. But right now, the only big things the Dynasty Club have to worry about are the careers and paths of destruction of the Fallen. Mike Morgan on your left. The most dangerous man on earth, Ricky Shea, on your right. Two long-time competitors here in HCW. Coincidentally enough, the entire Fallen have been with us almost since the beginning, dating back nearly 20 years. Now led by one of the most tenured men in HCW. Superstar was on our very first show 20 years ago as a kid fresh out of high school, wearing a singlet. Would go one-on-one with a man from Japan. And the rest, as they say, is history. Blake Bond looking to start things off, and he's going against Big Mike Morgan. The bell rings in the finals of the Tag Team Invitational now, as Mike Morgan right out of the block snaps off that T-bone power slam. Going for the cover, Blake able to slide a shoulder. It's too early for that. Mike grabs a hold of the side headlock, but is thrown off the ropes, and a beautiful standing drop kick from Bond. Bond now trying to throw those strikes, keep Mike Morgan disoriented. It's what he's going to need to do if he stands any chance here of winning this tag team match. Dropping the elbow on the leg, not focusing on any one body part, doing damage to the entirety of Mike Morgan. Looking to use his speed and athletic advantage. Hits one more drop kick, this one off the second rope. And that is where you screwed up. Mike Morgan with a short arm shoulder tackle. Do not let him get going. As Bond sent into the Fallen's corner, able to reverse his situation. And now it's big Mike Morgan whipped into the Dynasty Club corner. But that elbow to the jaw, Blake gonna slow things down, and a slinging Saito suplex. Slinging slasher. And this time, Blake sent in one more time. Not Bake, he won the last match. Suplex lift. And Ricky flies off the top. Getting a little bit of extra mustard on the vertical suplex. Fallen doing what they do best, isolating one member of the team. You see that perfectly executed neck breaker. It's like Ricky was thinking hammerlock there. Blake not having it. Fights his way out into a modified exploder. And that's exactly what he needed. Get Johnny Stock into this match. Snap jab, slows Ricky down, pulls him in. Swings out that reverse DDT. Waiting for Ricky to get to his feet. There's the knee lift, catches him with the neck breaker. Combination offense here from Johnny Stock as he begins to work on the neck, but Ricky smart rolling with the pressure, gets back to his feet. Right hand to the gut, breaks the grip. Now it's Stock sent into the Fallen's corner. Another quick tag as Ricky keeps him in place, and a boot to the ribs from Mike Morgan. Right hand, it turns him around, and a half Nelson suplex. Not exactly a sweet and sour. Close though. Mike looked like he had bad intentions, thought he was going for the steps. Realized the disqualification would stop them from getting their shot at the tag team championships of the world. Instead opts to drop the forearm off the second, but wasted a little time. And Stock back to his feet now, dragging the giant carcass of Mike Morgan into the Dynasty Club corner and tagging in Blake Bond. Now it's Blake up to the second. Beautiful drop kick one more time. Got to continue to stick and move here. Do not let Mike Morgan get rolling, and that is exactly what just happened. Elbow to the gut, overhead belly-to-belly suplex. As Bond sent into the Fallen's corner one more time. Bounce back out. Mike Morgan doesn't know his own strength sometimes. See, hangs him up on the top rope, ribs first. There's the tag. Going for that suplex double team one more time. So nice they did it twice. Looking to continue to isolate Bond in this match, but Bond able to kick out the knee. Ricky takes a step back, avoids whatever Blake had in mind before putting him up on the shoulders and hot-shotting him on that top rope. Ricky pulling him up to his feet, going for the vertical. Bond able to block it, answer back with one of his own. Another drop kick. Make it a second off the ropes. Dives for the crossbody. Ricky not having it. Turns him around into the backbreaker. Looking to grab control. Sends Bond back into the fallen corner. Bond snapmare down. There's the rolling neck snap, followed up with a boot to the back. Mike Morgan stalking his prey now. Up to the second rope, drops the forearm across the forehead yet again. Looking to show the power. But Bond able to slide over the shoulders, drop that reverse DDT. A stomp right to the jaw. That might just piss Mike Morgan off. Johnny Stock brought back into this matchup. No team at this point has a clear advantage. As you see Showtime in the feed, getting his eyes on this tag team match. And Johnny Stock cranking on the single leg crab, but Mike Morgan's legs too big, too strong. Waits for Stock to come in. Rolls out of the DDT into the Russian leg sweep quick cover. As Ricochet brought back into the matchup. Keeping a fresh man in on the fallen side. Forearm into the armbringer takedown. Ricky hammerlocks it, traps it with the ankle, tries to pop the elbow. And do not let Ricochet get rolling, or you might be missing an arm by the end of the night. As it looks like Ricky's going to let Bond be tagged back into this matchup. He smiled as he saw Stock going for the tag, but I don't know he expected this onslaught. As Bond running forearm into the seated dropkick. Vertical suplex. Not a lot of snap behind it. Giving Ricky a taste of his own medicine with a cross arm breaker here. Bond has... that man has balls for even trying that. Ricky responds with a kick to the chest. Sends Blake back into the Fallen's corner, keeping the fresh man in again. Another strong boot to the ribs. Bond whipped into the opposite corner. Sent into the turnbuckles. Big German suplex. Goes for the overhead belly to belly, but boxes the ears into the hip toss. Bond was ready for it. You see JS pacing on the outside. Knife edge chop puts Mike Morgan into the corner. Chair slid into the ring. As you see Bond trying to trap him. Almost no effect as Mike Morgan right back to his feet. But Bond looking to go into that perfect combination of butterfly suplexes. Transitioning into the swing out butterfly DDT. JS Paycheck distracting the referee. Doesn't look like they're going to need that chair. But Bond has it. Drops it. Double team coming. No, excuse me. Bond releases. Just takes stock with that gut buster. There's that big boot to Mike Morgan. And a knee to the spine to follow it up. All that did was seem to piss Mike Morgan off. As he is back on his feet. Stock sent into the corner again. Mike Morgan busted open off that running boot. And it looks like Stock's going to pay for it. Body splash. Follows it up, snake eyes. There's the big boot off the ropes. Drops the leg, brother. And a spear. 275 pounds into the gut. Stock, though, able to slide over the shoulders into the neck breaker. Trying to keep Mike Morgan in place, but Mike dives for the tag. Ricky brought back in, but gets caught. Sent into the Dynasty Club corner. Fights his way out. Ricky looking to get it on his side of the ring. Puts Johnny Stock up on that top rope. Follows him all the way up, thinking superplex. Got absolutely all of it. Shoots the half into the cover. And after the beating, all four men put on each other that big superplex. If you pay attention, it was almost a brain buster. And Stock had just taken the huge spear. There was nothing left. There you see the end of that triple butterfly. Right there, the boot. And he would pay for it. There's the spear. Ricky would follow it with a superplex. And the Fallen are moving on to Uprising to take on the underappreciated for the World Tag Team Championships. As the Fallen look to get back to the top of the mountain. They now have a shot at the Tag Team Championships. So, apparently our graphics guy is just terrible today. I know Tim Heel likes to throw elbows, but they confused him with the wrong guy with elbows. It's like they told the tech guy, get a picture of the dude who throws elbows, and they got very confused. So on my sheet, it is supposed to be Iceman versus Tim Heel. On my screen, I see Iceman versus Dynamite. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm still saying it's Iceman versus Tim Heel. That's what I have written down. That's what was written down in the back. That's what's on my screen. Now, that does not look like Tim Heel. But either way, Iceman up next in singles action. Opponent TBD. As the Iceman, Lance Walker, makes his way into the building. Ready to go one-on-one tonight. Former Supernova Pro International champ, former HCW Ultraviolent champ, as well as pretty much every title we've ever had. And he caught the hands of Ace Stevens, world champion. And it will be Tim Heel in the match. So, yeah, graphics department definitely needs fired here tonight. As we renew a long-standing rivalry. Iceman and Tim Heel one more time. And why do... And Fergal Flynn making his way down to the ring. We know Flynn has had issues with Iceman as of late. As Dynamite has slid into the ring now. And Tim Heel spikes him with a brain buster. Apparently Dynamite saw his name, or excuse me, saw his picture on that graphic and just said, you know what? I guess I'm in this match too. Tim not taking too kindly to the former Super Junior champion making his way into the ring. As he goes to stomp through his chest. Dynamite able to slide under. There's the reverse DDT. Now Tim Heel eating that top turnbuckle. And a right hand from Iceman. Tim fights out from Dynamite with the arm drag, but there's Iceman grabbing a hold of the wrist. Tim fights through, boots to the ribs, making a double, snaps the DDT. Dynamite there, not to be forgotten. Going for the inverted suplex. As Tim put up on that top rope, slingshot back. Now it's Dynamite and Iceman. Exchanging hands. Flynn slides into the ring. Takes Iceman off his feet. Ref calling for the bell. Which coincidentally, kind of odd to me, considering there is no disqualifications in a triple threat match. This is now going to be a fatal four-way, as it has absolutely broken down here on Mayhem. And apparently Tim says he's out of here. Not dealing with the chicanery. As you see the overhead cam. So it was Iceman against three dudes known for elbows. Tim refusing to be involved in this fatal four-way. Mayhem is indeed mayhem. I don't know what's going on as Iceman dropped with that layout reverse DDT. Now eating the right hands. And the ref is waving this thing off. The ref just wants action. Thought it was a fatal four-way. He tries to stop the match. Everybody gets beat down. Someone needs to control the ultra-violent division. As we move on to our main event of the evening. Thank you, graphics department, for finally getting it together. I thought everything froze on me again. Main event. The former hybrid champion, one-on-one with the current hybrid champion. It is the real deal Logan Neal versus everybody's favorite Season 2 breakout star, Dave. Days before their rematch, I have been told something that I didn't really have to be told and something you shouldn't have to be told. It's Uprising Triple Threat. There will be one more man in that hybrid championship match. I, on the other hand, do not know who that is. So you shall not know who it is until Uprising Triple Threat. But it has been confirmed that a third man will be brought in to not only the hybrid championship match, but all singles championship matches. It's Dave with a sneak attack. This is not the first time that there has been a sneak attack. And Dave wailing on Logan Neal here. Logan Neal down. Dave almost put his hands on the ref. The ref threatening to throw this thing out. And the ref has left the ring. I think he did throw it out. The entire second half of this show is just nonsense right now. Nobody can keep it together. Uprising just days away. And tensions are boiling over. As Logan Neal gets absolutely dropped by Dave one more time. Now up on the shoulders, swung out, Bull Dave. Dave going up top, looking to send a message. It doesn't have to be a real match for you to catch a real knee. Shenanigans left and right here on Mayhem. We are just days away from Uprising Triple Threat, and nothing was solved other than the Fallen is now in the Tag Team Championship match. And that is going to do it for us here on Mayhem. So for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena here tonight, for all the people who decided to hijack the show, I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth. B-I-double signing off. Supernova Pro will be up in 2 hours, 4 p.m. Eastern. And we will be back Thursday for Throwdown.